Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. All right, everybody, let's take a look at the S&P 500 futures for December 6th, Monday, December 6th, and see what happened. Now, last night, when I put out my analysis, for the premium members, I talked about hourly chart, and premium members, I'm going to talk to you as well. Of course, you're only going to get the hourly and the 5-minute possibly, but let's just talk about what happened yesterday in my analysis. Okay. I said that this would probably continue to ride along to 50 on the daily. Sure enough. Sure enough, salt and pepper, baby. Or red, green, red, green. Okay, that's what we got going on. Now, there's some decent indications going on after today that we could get a pretty... If this candlestick, the fact that it started up here, okay, if it goes like this overnight and tomorrow, then we're probably got a change in behavior in the stock market, at least short term. Okay. If it doesn't do that and we get a red candlestick and tomorrow's a red candlestick and it comes back down and visits this 50, well, then again, we're just playing this right here, right? We're just doing that. Now remember, the 15th could be the end of a cycle, as well as, well, this one says the 26th. Some of them say the 23rd. So anywhere from like December 15th all the way out to, Christmas Day or even past Christmas Day. Okay, that's an expected low time right in here. Okay. So far, this is doing exactly what I said it was going to do yesterday, which is riding along to 50. And at any time you get a green candlestick, the next day has an opportunity, if you will, to start like where that one did and go up. So that's all we're waiting to see. Now, that's all we're waiting. Now, the new session's already started. It's at 45.90. Okay. Obviously, this is a rising 50, right? So just be aware that even though we've got this event that's come down, the 50 is rising. So, prices, if they just continue to bounce on this 50, on the average, they're going to rise, right? Okay, because we've yet to have a candlestick where the full candlestick's gotten below the 50. Okay, so now we've gotten into, we're going to ride along the 50, a rising 50. So believe it or not, as much as people may say otherwise, price-wise, this is a slightly positive event. I mean, since back here. Right? Because what's happening on the average? On the average, the price is going up little by little. Okay? Now, on any given day, you can make a lot of money trading short, trade long, trade short. Today was trade long. Will tomorrow be a short day? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Because if anybody tells you they know exactly what's going to happen during this kind of stuff, I don't, they probably not somebody you need to be listening to. Okay? Because they don't know. I had people tell me back here, oh, see, it bottomed. Yeah, right. That's why the next day was red. So until we get 2 consecutive green days or 2 consecutive red days, meaning if this breaks green above, okay, change in behavior. It's not chop. It's not riding the 50. If this session is red and the next one's red too and goes down, great, change in behavior. Now we know what side of the 50 we're on. Okay. Now, like I said, the indicators are suggesting that price is going to go up, and that could very well happen. And the MACD's kind of showing a little bit like it wants to kind of curve and go up. So, this could be the bottom temporarily. Okay, definitely could be. All right, let's take a look at the monthly. Let's zoom in just a little bit. So as it stands right now, we have a green doji. Okay, got a green doji for December. Okay, not much going on. 6th, 7th day in December. So that's just a green doji. Okay, the monthly chart still looks like it wants to decline. Okay, that hasn't changed. The MACD's slowly trying to come together. Again, like I said yesterday, and I've been saying for over a week, this could play out for months, pinch together and play out for months. All right. But on the monthly chart, guys and gals, even if tomorrow and the next day, and even if we get to all-time new highs, which we easily could, okay, but this is going to take quite a bit to make this change, okay? So for now, the monthly long-term looks weak, like it's going to go down. I shouldn't even say weak, just looks like it's going to go down. Because on this channel, we take advantage of the opportunities up or down. And I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a man, and I trade the market. And so should you. Let's take a look at the weekly. Okay. Yeah. 2 weeks down and now a green one. Nice. The Big Daddy says up. And it is forecastive and predictive in nature, but it's not quite enough to go on yet. Okay. This still says down. This MACD said, well, interesting. You know what's interesting right now, guys? This is the first time that I've seen a gap in the MACD on the weekly. Because before it was all pinched up. So it just goes to show you, even when you get a green day, and it was a fairly strong green day today, overall, the weekly still shows potential for price decline. Okay? So this is going to have to come up, this week or next week and break all-time new highs to really be like, okay, this was it. It was just a little 2 week down thing, and we're going to all-time new highs, right? So far that hasn't happened. The top of that red candlestick right there is 4669 or 4670 is good enough. Okay. So, by the way, on the monthly chart, you can ignore these cycles. These are only daily cycles, okay? They're just still sitting on there. So ignore those cycles for the monthly. And on the weekly, it's the same thing. Just ignore these green and yellow cycles. They're only daily cycles. One thing does stand out, though, on this chart as I finish up and get ready to go, get ready to talk to the premium members only, okay? And that is, this trend line has moved, okay? See how we had boom, boom, connect the dots, connect the tops? Well, not anymore. Now we're over here. Now, it's not a huge violation. In fact, let me just correct that because that's a little bit off. Let's get this right up there to the tip. Somewhere about there-ish. Okay, close enough. Okay, so that's changed. Right before, if we were connecting the dots here, we were getting that, right? Definitely a steeper trend line was kind of like that. Okay, so that does show that the amount or the magnitude of this decline looks like it's slowly weakening, right? It didn't just, like today didn't track another candlestick, kind of like its high wasn't kind of like, let's say, right there, right? Then you could still kind of connect those dots. Follow what I mean? But it didn't. It got well above this previous day candlestick. Okay, premium members, here we go. What's going on? Now, what I didn't share with the public was last night. Remember, I said, let me switch over to the other drawing set. Here we go. There we go. That's better. Now, guys and gals, I want you to pay attention. Okay. And this is not about me, ego, or slapping myself, pat myself on the back, or any of that. Okay, we're simply going to talk about what did I say yesterday, last night, Sunday's preview for the week. Okay, I didn't change anything with these arcs. You can even go back to yesterday's premium member video if you want to see if I changed anything. I didn't change a doggone thing. Okay, so you can verify that. Let's talk about this arc right here. This cycle, an hourly cycle. It says 2:59 a.m. I said 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning or 8 or 9 hours after open, there would be a low in the price. I mean, guys, does it get any more accurate than that? Does it get any more accurate than that? Okay, seriously, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it wasn't 8 or 9. My math was wrong. But this chart is right. Okay, it was like 9 or 10 hours instead of 8 or 9. Okay, look at that, guys. Seriously. Does it get any more accurate than that? It's crazy. So I hope somebody took advantage of that. I was asleep because that's 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But I specifically said there would be an hourly low right here. And man, did it ever happen. And this candlestick right here, which would have been aggressive because it's below the 50. Okay? But here's the thing, and I want everybody to get this. If you know that's a cycle low, and I had pretty decent confidence that it would be, and sure enough, it showed up right on time. Okay? Which, by the way, we can thank the London Exchange and all the London Exchange traders for giving us this nice action right here, okay? So thank you, London. I mean that sincerely. Those are our pals over there. Our buddies over in Europe and the rest who trade the London Exchange, thank you, guys. You play an important role in the trading environment. Everybody benefits, okay? So here's the thing. I wouldn't trade this candlestick. Okay, because I think it's a little aggressive. It's a little too aggressive. It's well below the 50. And look at this candlestick. It got rejected. Okay, what is that, 5 a.m.? 6 o'clock my time, Texas time. But guess which one I would have traded? I would have traded 8 o'clock. You want to know why? Not just because it's opening bell and all that blah, blah, blah. That's total BS. I don't care about that stuff. What I care about is we had confirmation back here that we had a low. Okay, so for you guys and gals that are watching the content, what you want to do is you want to take the time when I'm putting out these videos, especially the hourly and 5-minute stuff, but especially the hourly stuff, pause the doggone video, figure out a way to draw your arcs. Do it. In fact, become a student of cycle analysis. Okay? But bare minimum, draw the arcs for yourself. Then you can go, oh yeah, Gittes said, or my name is Jerry, for those that don't know, but Gittes said that there would be a low here. Let's see if it comes out to be true. Oh, what do you know? It was. Now, for those that have been paying attention to my content, you know that I don't like to trade short. I don't like to trade long below the 50. Not on the hourly. 5 minutes, a different story. Okay? But basically, I don't like to trade long below the 50. Here's the 50. So I would have traded this, not because it's opening bell hour here in the United States of America, but because I knew that this was confirmation of a low because the cycle was dead on. Next candlestick after that was up. The next one, it got rejected, but barely. It still sat on the 50. The next one straddled the 50. Oh, it's all looking golden. Golden opportunity. And the only thing you guys needed to do right then and there was trade this bad boy and that bad boy, and your day is done. If that's all you did. Even for my friends and pals in Europe, from the Netherlands, okay? If that's all you did, is trade that candlestick and that one, you made all the money you needed for the day. This one candlestick was a range of almost 36, guys. If that's all you did is trade that one candlestick, you were in the money. Huge. That's it. Close it up shop. Take the wife out to, ice cream. Play with the kids in the backyard. Do something else constructive. Think about being an entrepreneur and put your time into developing a business. You won't be sitting in front of the doggone computer all day. Everybody understand what I'm telling you? You get it? You take advantage of the market when you can. You take advantage of the information you have available. You see if it's reliable. Is the analysis reliable? You know what I would have done in today's video? If the analysis was wrong, I would have said, I got to do a better job. I got to figure out a way what's going on, what changed. Or sometimes it's not about doing a better job. It's even just about adapting to an ever-changing market. Okay, these cycles right here aren't going to last like this forever. I already know that. These cycles will not stay this way forever. There's going to be a behavior change up in here somewhere, and the cycles will move. Okay? All right. So what am I seeing here? By the way, the new session's already started. What am I seeing? I haven't moved this trend line. I left it there since yesterday. Obviously, this busted above the trend line. But here's the thing that I remember from last week. Okay, just hang with me on this. Last week, the same thing happened. Okay, and I'm trying to remember. Give me a second here. The same thing happened last week, okay? And what was it? Yeah. I had the trend line like this. Let me activate this trend line. I had the trend line, guys, like that. Kind of like that. And this one broke above it. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta move the trend line. I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to move the trend. I'm going to move the trend line. So I moved the trend line. Now I moved it up to here. Okay, it's up there. All right. And what was the high over here? The high over here was 4669. I call it 4670. What was this high? It was 4650. So it's 20 points lower. Okay, what was the high on this one? Oh, we're looking at peaks now, right? This was 4606. So far, this peak over here is lower than that one. This peak here is lower than that one. This peak here is lower than that one. Oops. This peak is not lower than that one. That's a behavior change. Okay, so it may not just be a simple case of taking the trend line and moving it and saying everything is good. That's kind of a dangerous way to think of things. Okay, because we got a peak, we got another peak that's lower than the previous peak, we got this peak lower than that peak, we got this peak lower than that peak. We got behavior change. This peak is higher than this one. That's a behavior change. And not only that, look at the distance. Here we go, guys. I talk about this all the time. Look at the amplitude. It's significantly higher than any of these other ones, even higher than that one. These were really, really tight. Almost no amplitude at all. This has amplitude to it. That's a behavior change. Okay? So we got to keep a close eye on that. I don't even really want to, this trend line is kind of, it kind of does touch here. But this is a very loosely defined trend line right now. Okay? Overall in the hourly, things still look weak. Okay? We did get a divergence dot right there, but I'm not really sure it could be a false signal. This guy right here. MACD on the hourly, it's trying to pinch down, but well above the zero line. Okay? All right, let's take a look at this next cycle, this one. Okay, if the pattern holds true, and if the cycles stay the course, that's 10 p.m. my time on, well, today, 12/7, the new session. Okay, so that's all the way, like, not quite, what time is it right now here in Texas? As I'm doing this video is about 7 p.m. So that will be 15 hours from now. Okay, so you all need to do your own due diligence. You can pause the video. That cycle ends right there. Pause it right there at about 10 p.m. on December 7th, Central Standard Time here in Texas. Okay, so get out your little stuff and figure it out. Okay, so right there would be 10 p.m. Okay, or that's an expected hourly cycle low. It looks like, guys, let me just check something here. Man, it's like on the money. Even back here, it was pretty close. On the money. Last Friday at noon. Then it was Tuesday at about 11 a.m. And then it was Thursday, 7 a.m. And remember I said yesterday that I wasn't sure we were going to get this low because it was in the middle of the night? Man, cycle analysis. Cycles don't give a rat's you know what. That thing is bang on. Look at that. Friggin' scary. Cycles are scary, guys. It's scary. It's scary. Sometimes it freaks me out. It freaks me out how cyclical life can be. So there you go. Expect some type of low at about 10 o'clock Texas time, December 7th. Okay. Does that mean from here, where we're at right now, is going to go down? Nah, I don't know. It could go blast off to the moon and then kind of track down. You follow me? The one thing a lot of people make a mistake about psychoanalysis is they think the moment that they're watching some video, okay, and they're watching somebody talk about psychoanalysis, that this is going to be low, they make the mistake of thinking prices are just going to drop and come down in between these two arcs. That could be the furthest thing from the truth. Don't make that mistake. All we're saying is that prices will probably stall or come down from wherever they are. Okay, so general rule of thumb that I kind of follow is this is the middle of the cycle, about right here. Okay, so let me just put that on there. That's about 1 a.m. tonight, my time. Okay, so generally speaking, we would see a stall in pricing somewhere in the middle here. Okay, this right now at the moment, just at the moment as I'm doing this video, this looks like a left-hand translation. It looks like it peaked on the left side of this line. But I don't know that for sure yet, because we got to wait to see how this plays out over the next 15 or 24 hours. Okay, but so far it looks like this could have been the peak, maybe, just maybe, on the left side of this line. That's a big deal. That, believe it or not, is a sign of weakness. At the moment, this cycle is slightly weak because it's come up and it's peaked and it's trying to come down. But we'll see if that holds water. See if it stays the course. Okay, if going into the rest of tonight and in early tomorrow morning, yeah, like 3, 4, 5 o'clock my time tomorrow morning, if the prices are down here, you know, if they're down in this area, they've crossed over this middle line and they've declined away from this new trend line, which I don't even like that new trend line, but anyway, whatever. Okay, if you got that going on in tomorrow, overnight, in the hourly chart now, okay, then there's a greater probability that prices will continue to decline into that 10 o'clock Texas time. All right, so bear that in mind. That's the best analysis I can give right now based on psychoanalysis, because today's action was strong, guys. It's the strongest we've seen. If I just put this out there, okay, even if we go like that, that's a lot of volume underneath there. Or in this case, area, my bad. I think three-dimensionally. But anyway, it's a lot of area. Okay? It's a lot of area. It's more than what we got there. It's more than what we got there. It's more than what we got there. Everybody understand me? This area here, this shape is bigger than anything we've had. There, and there. That's reason for pause. That shows some strength. All right? Okay. That's it. I don't know which way this market's going to go right now. Right now, it looks kind of strong to me. Okay? Looks strong. All right? So, 5-minute chart. If I was trading the 5-minute chart right now, well, you bet your backside. Right now, just look at this chart. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Where are we here? 5 o'clock is right. Here's a new day right there. New day started right there. And the thing is that so far everything's been below on the 5-minute chart now, everything's been below the 50. Okay? But if we, like that little guy right there, he's trying to go green. Okay, let me just zoom in there a little bit. This guy's trying to go green, right? And let's say in the next, whatever time it is, okay? Time is it right there? 7 o'clock my time. If he stays green, and then at 7:05 is another green, I'm trading it long. I'm trading it long. Okay, I'm going to have my stop losses in there and get ready for whatever, but I'm trading it long. Okay, because the market's not really giving us a whole lot to go on other than it's slightly strong right now. Okay, don't forget the hourly chart, guys and gals, as I wrap up this video, that hourly chart, okay, that's the baby you want to be watching. That's the bad boy you want to watch right there, that time right there. Okay, about 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock Texas time, you want to see what's going on. Is it what's going on with the hourly on the 50? Are we getting this? Okay, what happens in the middle of the cycle? About midnight or 1 a.m. my time, okay? All right, guys and gals, that's it for now. Talk to you all real soon again next time.